And that is why they say India is going through the most important level. In what way? It will become the swing state. If India makes its fences with China, solve this border dispute, makes a common cause on environment, climate, economic growth and other, the gravity shifts this side. India puts it toward the democracies, developed world, and it swings on the other side. And that is where the real power of India lies, that it is the emerging swing power. It has the population, it has the size, it will have the army, it will have the economic growth rate, and it will have the choices to make that can change the swing. And since we stand for liberty, we stand for democracy, we want the global order, that is not governed by the middle kingdoms of things. We probably will have to make a choice, provided there is a corresponding cost or there is a corresponding space that India is provided. And that is what the power game is all about. But many things can go wrong. I think Jalvesh had mentioned about number for infirmities and they are the things. But I will just mention about two. One is that our biggest, and as you say, that I think in any industry, always your biggest strengths are your biggest vulnerabilities. A man who doesn't know driving hardly dies of an accident because he has been driving rash. He doesn't know driving. If I don't know swimming, I can never be this thing because of drowning. If the good swimmers, the good distance, they can get to the problem. Democracy is our biggest strength. It can also be our biggest liability. Because we are interpreting democracy as a freedom to vote, freedom to exercise your power through the ballot box. This is not democracy. Democracy is being governed by the rules and the laws which are made by those who come through the ballot box. And not those who come from the ballot box are exempted from the rules and laws of the game. That is, laws can be given from the throne to the divine lawgiver as a king to a dictator dictating his justice. That can be law given. Democracy is right, that let us be governed and ruled by the laws that are given by the people, the representatives. But we have got to be governed by the rules. If you are not governed by the rules, then you become an anarchic society. And a democracy, when it becomes anarchic, can be very, very difficult thing to handle. It can become impossible if it is 1.2 million people. It becomes intolerable if these 1.2 million people are divided on caste, communal, linguistic, ethnic politics. It will become unmanageable. And if this fault lines becomes the political strength of the groups whose entire political genius lies in that I command a group of 10, the remaining 90 I have got to fragment in groups smaller than 10, I rule. Then it becomes an inward-looking, a negative-looking democracy. Positive-looking democracy is, I command a support of 10, how do I make it 51? How do I make it 30? How do I make it 40? I get it is an inclusive this thing of getting more and more people and not fragmenting the society in the groups which are smaller than the groups that are even. So this fragmentation of polity is a very potent danger, and for fragmentation you need many things. You need money power. That leads to corruption. You need muscle power. That means exempting sections of people from being law-abiding. Because you need their strength to come in power. It needs social tensions. Because you are going to create and generate the social tensions even when they do not exist. Because those social tensions give you an identity, and it is that identity politics on the basis of which you have to play the game. It leads to both. So these are the very important things that they can negate. Our economic reforms, our institutional growth, our building up our defense capabilities, our security capabilities, and this is also the prime mover. The economy itself can also be seriously damaged or is facing itself. Liberalized democracy economy has been the main factor why it has grown great industry. But then it has also exposed it to the vagaries of international trade cycles, international economic meltdowns. What can India do to see that it can insulate it? It will be able to do it very successfully in 2008. Probably it may not be able to do it indefinitely, unless it is able to build up the institutional support for that. Non-inclusive growth that can create very serious internal risks as well. That is, we have got words, it said that well, what is true about India, its opposite is equally true. We have got, in the fourth book, we are very happy to see that world's richest, among the world's 1,000 richest people, a large number of them are Indian. But we forget that if you make the fourth book of the poorest people, we also have the 50,000 from India only. So, this inequitable growth is something that can cause serious loss of the economy, it can cause various things. Fiscal deficits, governments. That is, governments are not able to manage the affairs of the state with the revenue that they are able to generate. We are now touching, we are going on the wrong side of it. It will contain from 9% to about the 5%. If it grows beyond 6 to 7%, it is going to become extremely difficult. And then the climate and environment, water resources, public health. How do we sustain an economic development in the mode that we are able to sustain the ecological and the economic and the environmental factors? India becoming a global power. What is the first and the most important condition? And that is what I would like to conclude. The most important condition is that India should be willing to become a global power. You can never become a power unless you want to be one. You have to have the mindset of playing the power game. If you are not in it, you are outside it. That means India will have to take hard positions and not principled positions. It will have to be prepared to leverage its hard strengths for promoting its national interests. It will have to take the positions and then invent the theories to support it. Where all the thing about human rights violations against India in Kashmir and areas and things like that till 2001. The watershed point is September 11, 2001. Nobody has made any report of human rights violations in India because the American troops had to come to Afghanistan and they had to leave Iraq. Right? They have to further their national interest. So national interest is important. So now we are getting it. Later now we are getting it from some other places that is something. There could be this thing of the government. If they had to do it in the national interest, I don't find fault. They are the power game. The American interests are supreme to them, but so are the Indian national interests. And fortunately, our interests do not clash. So we can be with any country with whom we can see that we can, if this world has got to remain in an order, probably it's not the principal positions that establishes the order. It is the power that establishes the order. What does it translate in the real sense? The political will. Do we have the political will? India lacks that political will. When that political will lacks, the strategic vision becomes absent. That strategic vision is an offshoot of that political will. Then if I have got a political will, then okay. India must liberate the part of Kashmir which has been taken through illegal means by Pakistan. This is my political will. Then I work on a strategy for that. If you don't have to go, if I don't have a destination, what is the way that I found? Where are the possible ways of going there? This may not be the best example, but whatever the examples are. So we have got to have that strategic vision. And that requires a very, very clear national strategy. So imagine India as a state which will be possessing large and favorable constituents, elements of the comprehensive national power is a foregone conclusion. No one can stop it. Either forces outside or forces within, except the political management and governance of the country. As far as exercising that power is concerned, probably it will require change in the mindset and the people of India thinking in a more futuristic way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Todal, for highlighting the strengths and liabilities of India in becoming a global power. हमारे महाविद्यालय के प्रांगण में ये पहला अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन है। इस तरह की अंतर्राष्ट्रीय गोष्ठियाँ आगे भी होती रहेंगी, ऐसा मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ। हमारे अतिथिगणों से का मैं हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ कि वो यहाँ आए और हमारा मान बढ़ाएं। I request now Dr. Ragi for vote of thanks.
The beauty of having Dawal Sahab is that you fall in love. Because I have been known to him for past 8 years, and what he mentioned, whenever I entered into dialogue with him, it was just to get convinced at last. I would ask, can we do the surgical operation in Pakistan the way United States did? He would say, 100%. And again I would say, do we have the brilliant officers? Oh, don't say this. Only the political leadership has, done wrong to us. We can do 100%. And you certainly forget the script. Honorable Chairman Sir, General Vich, Honorable Sri Ajit Dovalji, Mr. Newbert, Dr. Sondi, delegates from India and abroad, the participants, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure to stand here and propose a vote of thanks on behalf of organizing committee of the college on this occasion. I propose my sincere thanks to the chair. Despite retirement, General Vich has been as busy as usual, but now in academic and research work, strategic research work. I had very different images about the Army General, of course, as said by Bollywood, many of our images, but it turned out to be a pleasant memory once I met him when I visited him to request to participate in our conference. He was always forthright in responding to my calls. I am grateful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation to be with us today. As I said, I have known to Dawal sir for so many years. Whenever I met, whenever I interacted, it has always been thrilling. It has always been thrilling. Sir, you accepted our invitation and enlightened us on such a wider and vast canvas. I am grateful to you, sir, for being with us today. I am thankful to Mr. Newbert for tossing the idea of this conference with Dr. Sondi and taking active interest in supporting the conference. I thank my principal for providing a true academic leadership. Whenever and wherever I failed, he took the responsibility. And wherever I succeeded, he bestowed all the praise on me. Never said no to any constructive initiative, so I am very much thankful to you. Such exercise doesn't happen in a day or two. It takes time and demands a lot of work, hard work, and a team of motivated people. I thank my colleagues and students who put in a lot of efforts to make this occasion successful and meaningful. I would be failing in my duty if I don't pay my gratitude, sincere gratitude to one man. I specifically want to mention Mr. Neeraj Kumar Sin, who actually, got this beautiful, conference hall. Get prepared. We always accuse government agencies, but I must wish to share with you that we got it in 10 days. And contribution of Neeraj Kumar Singh has been immense in this regard. I thank everyone present here from the bottom of my heart. Without you and your presence, this function would not have been as it seems now. Thank you very much, and I invite all of you over a cup of tea in the refreshment lounge. Thank you very much.